So Dee, I have some buyers that are worried about interest rates and they say, hey, we want to hold off and wait. What do you think the potential challenge to that could be if they wait later down the road from a realtor's perspective?
Well, yeah, that's a great question. We're seeing that all the time. Everybody's talking about the rates right now. But I think what would happen is if rates were to suddenly drop tomorrow, then you're going to have just a ton of people rushing into the market. And especially as a first-time home buyer or somebody who doesn't have a lot of savings, you're going to end up with a lot of competition. And even to be able to get a house, you're going to have a lot of cash up front, and you're going to have to compete, and you're going to have to pay more than the sales price probably to get a house, number one. And number two is that the houses are just going to keep costing more. So if you wait until next year, the value of that house is going to be a lot more than it is today. The price that you're going to pay for that house is going to be higher. So we're so focused on the rates, but I don't think we should be. And I'm reading a lot about that, and I'm following what's going on with that. But what's your opinion? What do you think the predictions are about rates? Where are we going?
Yeah, so for rates, all of the reputable sources that we're looking at are projecting a version of the same thing. So the idea is they'll start coming down either late 2023 or early 2024, but they're not going to do what they did going up. They shot up. They're not going to shoot down. They're going to gradually come down, probably through 2024 and 2025. And so that's what all of the sources are showing. It's just a different amount. You know,
it's not going to be the twos. We're not talking about the twos. That was like a historically crazy time.
The projections are we're going to get back to 6 or 5. Some really, really positive people maybe would say maybe high 4s, but for the most part, it's 6s in 2024, 5s in 2025.
Yeah. So the bottom line is, we don't need to be focused on the rates because they're probably not going to matter that much in the next amount of time, year or so. What you really need to be focusing on as a buyer is the payment that you're going to have. So you want to talk to people about payments, and we want to figure out what can you afford payment-wise, and then you know what, if the rates come down, that's awesome, then you can refinance.
And we won't charge you lender fees again. Another thing for the payment is, especially for first-time home buyers, we do have things that can help you get that payment down. So I think we're saying look more at the price, let's look at the payment, and then let's strategize on how to get a payment that everybody's okay with. And there's more ways to do that than rate. And then one final note on rate is right now as a lender, we will buy the rate down the first year. And so it kind of helps bridge that gap of what we're expecting in a year, and then it saves our buyers from going into next year when rates come down and we're expecting multiple offers again.
Yeah, let's avoid that. Let's just buy now and we don't have to deal with that.